Okay, wait a moment. Yay! It didn't lag. Good. There is something happening. Testing sound. Okay, someone is already writing to me. Hello? I got this phone for less than a day. And you already are spamming my chat. Linnea. I miss my bike. You'll be reunited with it soon. Wait, no, it sounds like that. It sounds like Genshin will be reunited quest. Don't worry, Linnea. Linnea. You and your bike are fated to be together. The two of you will be reunited once you're officially enrolled, then we can take it out for a spin. I'm gonna hold you to that for sure. I will start planning a route. But right now, I am already itching for a ride. Still, this opportunity means a lot to me, so I'll behave myself for now. Really is important. It's not just you being accepted to the academy, it carries a lot of meaning that matters to you alone, right? Exactly. Having this chat with you was definitely the right call. I feel so much better now. I'm gonna get back to my studies later. Oh, we have... we have stickers. Who are you? You received a message from an unknown sender. You're Ophelia, right? The forbidden stories, the unexplainable phenomena, the stuff of campus legend. Ever hear them? Wow, cliché much? And you are? Huh? What are you even talking about? A classroom sealed shut by a grudge, trapping anyone who dares enter. A ghost train that runs on an endless empty track. And then there's the garden. Every night at the stroke of midnight, a piercing shrill wail cuts through the silence. The lab codes call it low-frequency void storm interference, but the believers know it's the vengeful spirit of a senior who cracked under the pressure, now forever screaming his misery. Who asked? Can I unsubscribe? Hello? Can you not ignore my question? Let's be persistent. Which one is more absurd? Which one is the truth? Why not come find out for yourself? Midnight, the garden, be there if you have got the guts. If not, well, I guess you're one of those early to bed people. Seriously, who are you? Unsubscribe. Got it, spam message. Delete. Hey, hold on! I spent forever writing that perfect opening. I told you so much. Can you at least consider it? Please give it some thought. Midnight Garden. It's the perfect chance to witness a real village. Okay. Mornia. Hello. I am Mornia from the Space Trek Collective. Sorry to bother you, but I need a clear report on what happened during the Hivatia detector's failure. So I can lead a repair plan. Since you and Lenny were the only witnesses on site, I would like to meet with both of you tomorrow. If you're willing, please respond with an accept. Thank you. We'll meet at the Academy dormitory at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'll be there on time. Besides that, I want to ask about something unrelated to work. During the Void Storm's attack on Star Torch Academy, were you injured? If you experience any frequency issues again, we can help. I'll handle your case myself. She's on my case. She's already on my case. I'm not hurt. I'm fine, the frequency loss has stopped for now, but I appreciate you checking in. There is one thing, it's a bit strange though. Would it be possible to bring some delicious Space Trek snacks to the meeting? Okay, sorry, it's Abby's idea. If it's inappropriate for a work meeting, don't worry about it. No, it's fine. I'll make a note of it. So we now will get quest from the phone too. Star Torch Academy. Students of Star Torch Academy, the new season of the Star Torch race is about to begin. Tracks with more dynamic design, more thrilling challenges, and even richer rewards are all waiting for you. Hop on your motorbike, head for the track, feel the thrill of the rush, and push the very limit of speed. Okay. Why do I have so many messages? Jinjo writes messages to me. Welcome to Jinjo. It was ages ago. Huanglong is made up of the capital and 6 cities. As the youngest among them, Jinjo is a key fortress guarding the border, a front line against acid discord, under the blessing of Sentinel Chue and the protection of the Midnight Rangers. Jinjo has forged a unique cultural character despite its perilous surrounding. Whether you're passing through or thinking of calling this place your home, we hope you will enjoy your time in Jinjo. Wow. Look! I got rewarded for reading a message. Frequency reading complete. Access privileges confirmed. Welcome home, Ophelia. Welcome home! GL, what do you want? I don't even have you. When the moon is full, the rowing one returns. You really are the one who returned, and together we did slay that monster. We fought our way through the long night and emerged victorious. Because of this, Jinjo is safe. The spirits of the Midnight Rangers can finally rest easy, both those who fell in this battle and those lost in the retroact rain 3 years ago. I will continue to stand guard over Norfolk Barrens. I will protect this land we defended together. That is my duty, and it is how I thank you. They're pretty late with this phone, considering that we had like a holo projector device all this time. They could have it at the start of the game. Ophelia Jinshi Changli. Fellow traveler, honored guest, arbiter, with so many titles, what should I call you? Ophelia. After what we just went through together, I believe we're closer enough to call each other by name. Ophelia at Mount Firmament, thank you for stepping in. It's all thanks to Jinshi for buying us the time. It's all thanks to the Wayfinder for guiding us to the end. You and Jinshi have both done so much. Time fell into disarray. The firmament stood still, yet a single candle's flame managed to set the heavens alight. The magistrate's stake... Hey, calm down. The magistrate staked her life in this struggle to correct the flow of time, and at least rested a sliver of hope for Jinjo. I hope you will take care of yourself in the meantime, Jinshi. It needed to be done. Now that time is flowing again, we can once more feel Jinjo's clear spring days and snowy winters. Ophelia, would you stay here a little longer? There are so many beautiful places in Jinjo. Once I'm fully recovered, I want to visit them with you. Shorekeeper. Perhaps these cold lines of text cannot carry the warmth of sunlight, but please keep seeking the starlight that binds the worlds together. I will stay here on this shore, guarding everything you once left behind. Thank you, my shorekeeper! Please continue to listen for the rising tide. This is my duty, but right now I wonder if I might modify this messaging terminal. You can connect to Tethys, it might make things easier for you. Let's not burden Tethys system with it. I see. Talking like this still feels like I'm talking with you in person. I see, then I suppose it's fine then. All in all, from now on, let me share the road with you. Oh, she also got a stick. Raguna! With the carnival about to begin, Raguna, the nation of thousand islands, the city of echoes, warmly welcomes every visitor. Please adhere to the Order of the Deep's rules while taking in Raguna's unique charm. May Sentinel Imperator be with you. Lol. Here, glory is forth. Welcome to the city of gladiators, Septimond. In the name of glory, fear no death. The great Aegon is now in full swing. If that piques your interest, be sure to head over to the arena and experience the thrill of the Aegon for yourself. May applause greet the warriors who have come from afar. Okay. We're closer to catching up with all the messages. Carlotta. At the carnival, we pulled off a damn near perfect performance. I am in no rush to end our fun just yet. How about a couple of drinks? I made you a very special concoction. Let the revelry continue. On my way. We'll be waiting for you in the cafeteria. One more thing. As for what concerns you, I've already had my family begin investigations. If I learn anything, I'll be sure to contact you. We'll plan our next moves accordingly. Oh yes, and should anything stand in your way while in Raguna City, you need only to invoke the Montelli name. I've got your back. One mafia lady, another mafia lady. Cartetia has found herself again, and the Phycelias have their freedom. All of this is thanks to you, Ophelia. Aside from the blood-pact pledge, if there is something else you want, come find me at Portoveno Castle. What shall I arrange for you? A full spread of the Phycelia's signature tea, or perhaps a private ball, spun straight from a dream? You'll find out when you get here. Okay, Cartetia. Septimond is so beautiful, people drinking their fill, laughing their hearts out, so unrestrained, so full of life. Laurus salad is as delicious as ever, and the wheat juice here is quite good too. Before the high tide surges in the hunting grounds, let's take a moment to enjoy this moment. Hear that? The cool breeze through the golden flags and wind chimes, the gentle, beautiful rain. Okay. Almost. I've already submitted a full report on everything that happened at the Publicatorium of the Deep. Had to pull some overtime to get it done, but it was worth every minute. After all, this is a major issue. It concerns the safety of all Rinasita. Don't worry, go ahead and investigate over in Septimond. Raguna has us in its side. They kinda make a quick summary of what was happening in those messages. My dear friend, have you made it to the campfire at the hunting ground? This victory belongs to every one of us. The firelight reflects the trust between us. Only when we stand together will the banner of Septimond stand tall forever. No matter what dangers lie ahead, know that you may contact me at any time. I would not miss a single chance to fight beside you. You sound like Mighty. The honey wine I drank beneath the triumphant rain of petals was the sweetest I've ever tasted. Is it because we came back from the brink of death? I didn't think I could just still drink Septimonian honey wine one day. With every sip, I can feel myself existing again, even though fate never did sign off on this moment. To hell with it, let's go overturn more destined futures together. Unwritten. Galbrena. Since leaving the Black Shores, I'm still the same as ever, seeking, chasing, hunting, but my state of mind isn't the same as it was before. Maybe it's because of this plague bloom on my shoulder. It reminds me I'm not alone anymore. Aww, Rinasita. The threat of the dark tide is gone, and our rebuilding efforts are now mostly complete. Raguna's empty mouth will forever remember what you did for us. Okay. The blind man. The ship carrying us away is steadier than the one that brought us here. The sea is calm, good for quieting the mind. Lol. That was short. Kuraji! Nice to meet you, Ophelia. I am Kuraji, and I will be supporting your work in La Hairoi from the Black Shores. It's a little nerve-wracking, honestly, but also exciting to finally work with an elite bloom bearer like you. Alright, let's get to it. There is a giant facility built in the mysterious and rather dangerous land of La Hairoi. Hey, stop! The Space Trek Observatory. The Space Trek Collective once used it to observe and record everything happening in the region, but the Void Storm struck years ago and left it in ruins. Repairs have been slow, to say the least, since its functions align with those of the Black Shores, and with all the unusual activity of the Trenodian in the region lately, bringing the observatory back online could really help us handle future crises. So we would like you to head over, check on the site, and see how we might assist with the repairs. Oh, and there's one more thing. There is a girl there, using her forte to keep the place running, all on her own. A lone girl living among the ruins. She might need a help hand too, Ophelia. Okay. Read every message. That took a moment. Wait, I got a story quest or something? This is cheating. I wasn't really planning to do any story mission today. "15 days, 15 days, 15 days." Okay, this is 15 days. Not every single event is 15 days. No. This is permanent. This is featured. Permanent. Peaks of prestige. No way. Leave me alone. Okay, I guess I have no choice now. Oh, I have vehicle utilities. Ay, ay, ay. $59, $25. I am so broke. La 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 la. I wanted more Nia, but now I know that possibly new character that I also want is in the next patch and I can't choose. Okay. Order to the Second Sunrise, Lahai Roy Chapter 3, Act 2. They're really quick with those quests. Okay, let's enter the quest. Even though I wasn't planning to do it today.
Tick-tock! Almost time to meet up with Mornier! Oh, I can't stop thinking about those Space Trek snacks! What are they gonna be, huh?
Last time, she crossed the back gate in a reindeer. Charge.
Everything suddenly got blurry for a moment.
Rover, over here.
Okay. It's been a while, Linae.
You bet. Just passed all my entrance exams yesterday.
Congrats!
Which means today you're officially meeting Linae, first-year student in Star Torch Academy.
Congrats on a successful enrollment. So, when is our next joyride going to be?
I really want to hit the road with you again, but I'm kinda on a mental health watch list. If I break even one tiny rule on day one, Miss Lucilla will be dragging me in for a friendly chat.
Oh, you poor little baby.
I gotta hold out until I figure out a route that slips past the cameras. Oh, but hey, you got Mornier's email about the Hyvatia detector, right? It's almost go time. How about we hang by the entrance and then we... huh?
Material fatigue, thermal cycles, boundary conditions, initial stress states.
Infraction detected. High wattage devices are strictly prohibited in dormitory zones.
Lol.
The core differential equation is elastoplastic transition.
She didn't even
strength
notice.
Coefficients.
Please comply with the Star Torch Academy Dormitory Code of Conduct. Issuing first warning. Issuing second warning.
Coefficient correct. Units mismatch. Recalculating.
She'll just get a warning. She'll just get kicked out.
Non-compliance confirmed. Initiating restraint protocol.
Conclusion. Material upgrade required. I'll add it to the agenda for tomorrow's meeting.
Lol. LOL.
Right. Now, time for the scheduled meeting with Rover and Linae.
LOL.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I keep you waiting?
Oh.
Not at all. Actually, you noticed us right as the clock struck the hour. Perfect timing, Professor.
Are you alright? Is the robot going to be okay?
Just a minor short circuit. It triggered a restraint protocol. I assumed it was malfunctioning. Oh. I forgot to disable the reactor emitter in my weapons system. That's probably what it was referring to. Apologies. After this meeting, I need to return to the Space Trek Collective for a presentation. I had hoped to finish some calculations first.
If that's the case, let's begin now.
I do have other appointments today, but I believe there is time for some light conversation. wasn't sure what you meant by delicious, so I brought samples from my latest food research.
Okay.
Yes! I knew it! Professor Mornier's a real gem! Let's get started. We can eat while we talk.
Of course. Come on in. I already tidied up my dorm, so sit wherever you like.
Morny is a healer. I didn't know she was a healer. And she's a fusion healer. She can grant 40% damage bonus. And she is used with Yuno as the main DPS and Lini as the sub DPS? What the fuck? This sounds like a high cost team that I can't afford. Probably have to wait for some reruns.
Strong behavior and spectrum signature match. Current ID
Ugh, the smells are all mixed together. It's kind of fishy, and the texture is wet and gooey.
LOL.
So, it's true, huh? You guys actually made food that tastes awful, but it keeps you running for 3 days straight. I thought that was just a joke.
LOL. You made her sad.
It's a scientific breakthrough using energy compression tech. It's one of the collective's most iconic achievements.
But it tastes awful.
Do you also not like it?
LOL. Is this a question like from a wife asking, is the soup really too salty? This is big science! If this is what progress tastes like, I want to go back.
Yes, I knew you would understand.
Can you improve the taste though?
In fact, its energy compression efficiency exceeds 95%. That exceeds the benchmark set by both the New Federation and Washu Academy, even nearing the theoretical limit. From a scientific standpoint, it's a far greater achievement than taste. Now, I'd like to review the incident with the Hyvatia detector.
Why do I have a feeling that I just sided with Mornier and not with Linnae over a petty concept of food?
Linnae, Rover, can you walk me through exactly how you managed to contain it?
Describe how you contained the Hivatia incident. Gay.
To summarize, your method of stopping the Hivatia included blade slashes, repeated shots with coated rounds, and physical force, stomping, striking, until it was rendered inoperable and immobile.
Yes.
Did I miss anything?
Lol. No?
Professor Mornier, you're not here to...
Make us pay for it, are you?
I mean, it all happened really fast. We didn't have any other way to stop it. Besides, we're just students. We couldn't afford that even if we wanted to.
No, you're misunderstanding. Different damage mechanisms cause distinct failures and require specific repair methods. Damage from certain special resonance abilities is hard to detect through standard diagnostics without prior data, so you two did well to suppress it physically.
Huh.
During the new solar ceremony, the Hivatia detector is essential in monitoring environmental parameters. I've already passed your report to Professor Anselm. He should complete repairs soon. At the upcoming meeting with the Roya, the Space Trek Collective will need to present a full restoration plan to keep our partnership intact.
Now that I think about it, we really didn't find the culprit behind the whole incident yet, did we? There's a third party involved in the solar ceremony.
Yes, though it's a long story. Where do I even begin?
Scanning for offenders. Violation detected. Unauthorized high wattage device in the dormitory. An offender has assaulted this unit. If sighted, report immediately.
Lol.
Even Professor Mornier isn't safe from Tard E's wrath, huh? No worries, I got this. I'll draw its attention while you two make for it. Three, two, one!
That's our cue.
Hey, Tard E. How much power do you run on?
Standard output 200 units. Compliant with dormitory safety protocols.
Thank you. You don't need to go any further. I can head back to the Research Institute by myself.
Stay safe. No more rule breaking, alright?
That was an accident.
Lol.
Huh?
Something wrong?
It's a notice from the collective. The Royan delegation cancelled a meeting. The ceremony is now on hold. That's odd.
It's very odd.
Warren handles Royan communications. I'll ask him what's going on when I'm back at the Institute. Since that slot is free now, I can use the time to recalibrate.
What? Don't you give yourself a little break?
That isn't on the list. The new solar ceremony is nearly upon us. It's the culmination of decades of work. Everyone at the collective is giving their all to realize it.
Okay.
Last time we met at the Institute, we made each other a promise. Do you still remember?
Which promise? The one from 20 years ago or the one I made now?
Would you like to attend the new solar ceremony? I'd want you there to witness it. The rise of the new sun, and humanity taking their first steps into the future they've built with their own hands.
We did promise to witness it together, didn't we?
Yes. As the ceremony draws near, the Space Trek Collective will become increasingly occupied. Opportunities to meet like this will be rare, but this promise will still stand.
Then it's a promise. Huh? Oh, what is happening?
Before my power is spent, I have little time left. The only choice now is to force the Heliogyre to a standstill.
What is this sequence?
The last of its strength I will share with you. So fade, you will not. But you must hurry. Before that, take this memory to her.
Who the fuck are you?
Take it to the one they call Arbiter.
What happened? Are you all right?
Sudden memory infusion?
I saw someone's memory.
Whoa, you scared me. And just now, a frequency jumped into your tacit mark. It felt like some kind of connection.
Can you trace where it came from, Abby?
Huh? I smell it. Coming from over there.
Good. Let's go check it out.
We're interrupted mid-conversation. Like always.
I'm fine now, Mourier. Sorry to worry you. You must need to get back to the Space Track Collective, right?
That's okay.
But you just...
You looked shaken just now. I'll stay with you. If it involves more frequency loss, I'd like to stay close to transport you to the infirmary.
transport me?
Efficiency above all.
Transport me? Who? She would transport me? Right, how to go outside? Oh, so you can just pass through? Ah, this was a gate. Oh, okay. I just realized it was a gate. Why do you wear those clothes? Svanar, you are from different region, aren't you?
The frequency that connected with you was coming from here, but now I don't smell a thing.
The voice from earlier said it would share the last of the Heliogyre's strength so it wouldn't fade. It must be that Solaskin. Did it eventually vanish here?
What is Soliskin?
Did you find what you're looking for?
No, the trail ends here. But I saw other things in that memory.
Morny, do you know of a Heliogyre?
Yes. The Heliogyre is one of the most important components of the new solar ceremony.
Hello, Vuzetka, how are you? Hey! I am being overcame. Why are you walking together? Look! Oh. Stalking happened. On the screen. Pink after blue. How are you today?
Hyvatia can monitor environmental data, but raw observational data on the reactor drive can only be obtained from the Heliogyre, a component of the exostrider itself.
I am immobilized. My kitty. Huh. So you became a chair. Cheer for the kitty.
Only the Roya tribe can discern the Heliogyre's readings. That's why the collective need their cooperation during the new solar ceremony.
Can do anything because kitty wanna cuddle. A cat holder. Yeah, that's the human's ultimate function. The cat bed, cat heater, cat holder. Look how many functions you have.
In that memory, I heard a voice say he would force the Heliogyre to a standstill.
A standstill?
Describe what you saw to Morny.
You're saying you heard a voice asking for help, saying he would stop the Heliogyre's workings.
I've become the final human form. Yeah, the ultimate cat chair. I almost said slave because we are living in the cat empire and we are all just mere subjects of the cat emperors. But there's so many emperors, it's hard to track what the law is.
Could that be why the meeting was cancelled?
When I handled the Void Worm, a voice told me to protect the sun. Whoever she is, I don't think she intends harm. She offered to help. For now, I'll do what she suggested.
I'm almost sad you weren't here last week when I was playing Genshin. You would say Columbina, the ultimate moon goddess, slap the bad guy with the power of the moons on his stupid face. Like, the law is whatever is good for Kitty. True. I just bought for mine Omega 3 and Omega 6. Mostly because my mother also bought those for us. So I was like, well, I remember that the veterinarian once recommended buying it for the cat, so I just bought a bottle to check. I don't know if you have to supplement it always or you only have to supplement it when it's needed. But with humans it says that it should be supplemented if you don't eat any fish. And my cat also doesn't eat any fish, so I guess maybe I should start supplementing it because, well, she doesn't really like fishes. Last time she ate fish was during the holidays when she got like a piece of the fish from the inside, because I didn't want to give her the whole fish because it was seasoned, so I just took a part from the inside that was not seasoned and gave her. That was weeks ago. I also don't know if that specific fish was containing Omega 3 and Omega 6.
And one thing is certain. The one who knows me by my Arbiter title needs my help.
Why did you make the face like that? My kitty would sell me for salmon. Wouldn't all kitties sell us for something? Mine would probably sell me for chicken. A tuna is meh. Mine was mostly eating chicken or rabbit or lamb meat. Lifetime supply of salmon.
Yet another problem tied to the Research Institute. We shouldn't reveal our plans to them just yet.
And chicken! Chicken! Black robes with golden embroidery. A headpiece shaped like two horns. And those unusual eyes.
I need to find out who he is, Moynier. Do you know any Roya who are familiar with the tribe's inner workings?
I think she would also sell me for some pork ham. True. Piggies. I am not sure mine ever ate a piggy. We don't really eat that much of a pig meat at our house, you know. We mostly eat chicken. So I also kinda went with that logic for the cat. Like, I was trying to stick to one meat, and she used to eat lamb most of the time, but then I was switching from cans to from cans to, you know, the other version of the food. How to say it? Sachets or whatever. And they didn't have lamb, so I need to switch her to first chicken and then chicken and rabbit.
I do have some Royan students. They might know who he is. It's class hours at the academy. Should we head back?
Help! Help! Maya! Maya!
Someone, please help! Otherwise our thesis data will disappear entirely!
LOL.
Don't worry. If you see a student shouting help and thesis in the same breath, no matter how loudly they scream, it's never really an emergency. But Maya is one of the Royan students I mentioned. Since you're looking for her, we might as well see what it's about.
Okay. No, my thesis! My thesis!
Oh, calm down, Maya. Calm down. Good. They've stopped for now. Maybe I should just shut them down?
LOL.
No. If I force the shutdown, I'll lose the data. Our thesis. Oh, somebody help.
I can shut them down with a sword. Is she in a bad situation?
No. It's just a routine malfunction. But...
LOL.
Professor Monnier?
Wait, I need to refill my drink. I already drank everything. Professor Mornia, help us. My cat is a traitor! She's cuddly, but not with me. She's cuddly with my parent. Every time my parent enters the room, the cat is like, "Meow! Pet! Pet!" Like literally, my mother can't enter this room without the cat going meow and pet her. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here all day and she doesn't even come to me to sit on me and cuddle. Like, she only comes when she's actually in the room and I start, like, for example, streaming and she hears I'm talking and then she will came and try to get onto my lap, but then she will keep interrupting me during the stream because she wants my hand and I don't have any hand at that moment. She is a traitor. Little filthy mouth. Little traitor. Did I just add a Polish word? Yes, accidentally.
Oh no, I've been caught out of class. Wait, let me explain. I wasn't skipping class. I'm here for a very good reason. It's not that I don't respect the class or my teachers. So, can you just...
Even if you beg me, credits will still be deducted.
LOL.
Why don't you start by explaining yourself?
Well, these are probe robots from a few days ago. We sent them out to measure void matter concentrations in the tundra. We thought we'd finish collecting the data before class, but when we tried to approach them, they started attacking us. I chased them all the way here. That's why I missed the class today.
The internal exoswarm material was eroded by void matter. That's what caused the malfunction. This should have been covered in your material science coursework. Such material is inherently unstable and can only be used in controlled environments.
LOL. She's getting a lashing for not reading her study material.
I'm so sorry.
For safety reasons, you'll need to shut down the units first, then clean the contaminated parts with void matter. But approaching them right now may lead to further damage. We need a pulse generator to stun them from a distance. I'll submit a request.
There is a simpler solution, yeah. Violence! Unsheath your sword!
No, wait. That's against protocol.
Scanning. Target. Eradication.
Against protocol, but do we have a choice?
Never mind. I'll think about how to write the review report later.
LOL. Violence! Let's beat their asses. Oh, I can use her. Pacha! Pacha, pacha! Ayun, go!
Cover modules ready.
Ooh,
Guidance ready. Locked in.
Yay! Lasers!
Now, they're back to normal.
Now they are green! You know, I often complained when I was still watching MCU that Steve Rogers is trying to fix every problem with violence, that he can't really not try to punch the issue in the face, and that's his problem. But when it comes to the games, and gacha games specifically, I never have a problem with that. Every protagonist in gacha game I play is like, violence! And I have no problem. Maybe because the expectations are different. Like in a movie, you expect characters to try to solve the problems with diplomacy. But in video games, where everything is a mob to whack on the head, you kind of get different expectation. You can whack them forever.
Great. Do you think the data...
It's still there. But sending the robots out there broke the experiment protocol. Even if you got the data, it won't count in your thesis.
Oh no! Whatever shall we do now?
What? But... Oh, well... Thanks anyway for helping out, Professor Monnier, and...
Problem solution is temporary. Violence is forever. That's sad. That's actually very sad. You can call me Ophelia.
Maya, we do have something we'd like to ask you.
Describe the vision you saw.
You want to find a Roya in black robes with gold embroidery, wearing a headpiece shaped like two horns? The horns are a symbol of the Exostrider. Shepherds wear them, but no shepherd would wear a robe like that. Could be someone higher up, like the Soul Swarm from the Soul Asylum, or even one of the Heliodic Six.
I'm sorry, who and what? I am getting a lot of new vocabulary in this new region. Please explain, I am stupid.
The Heliodic Six. They're the ones who are supposed to give us the Heliogyre's readings during the new solar ceremony.
Finally, someone who explained.
That's right. They're the 6 most powerful members of the Roya tribe. The highest in rank, too. I've heard they use the Heliogyre to predict everything, from bird migrations to void storms. They know it all.
How do I meet with one of them?
That might be hard. They never leave the Soul Asylum. It's surrounded by light all year round. Very few Roya are even allowed to enter. But maybe you could try meeting with one of the unappointed Heliodixics. Sigrika is currently out researching in the Frostlands. The only other one around is Fossir Ingvar, but he doesn't show himself much. If you want to find him, my mum might be able to help. She's a Royan shepherdess over at Artuya camp. Name's Astrid.
I'm trying to pinpoint what they're based on. Sounds a bit Nordic, to be honest. A few NPCs even had some Nordic names.
Now then, I'd better get back to my class before I lose all my credits. Who knew I'd run into trouble today? I even asked my mum to help me with the robot.
Very good. Good luck with your thesis paper.
Lol.
I'm better at talking with students in class. Did you learn what you needed?
The last person that those robots likely saw before they lost control was Maya's mother.
Astrid is a Nordic Germanic name. Yeah, I just saw another NPC that had like Sven similar name. So it would track.
I think we can talk to her under the guise of a friendly house visit.
Lol.
In that case, I can accompany you as a professor from the academy. As for your identity...
I am a spy.
It's okay. It will simply be a convenient title.
Mornia?
Would it be okay for you to act as my mentor?
You mean act as a professor too? Sure. For the context, Mornia behaves towards you as the player as a person who knew you before you lost your memories. It happened like 20 years ago or something. You were attending this academy for unknown reasons because apparently the protagonist must suddenly be everywhere and be important everywhere. Like, it doesn't make really that much sense why they would go to the academy, but whatever. Anyway, Mornia was a child at the time. Now she's an adult, and I kinda get this feeling that she's behaving like a wife of a person with amnesia. So she's acting to be her mentor, like 20 years ago. The protagonist were probably her mentor or something.
But aren't you going to tell me I should report this to the academy to handle?
I was just thinking of ways to help you find who you're looking for. Your reasons are your own. I trust your judgment. And you can tell me later?
She trusts me implicitly. Like a wife of a dead husband. That dead husband suddenly came back to life. I'm conveniently in love with you, male game protagonist. Yes, though because we're playing the female one, it's kinda the inversion a bit. I don't even want to know what the male players of this game are thinking. Like, I have no issue with like my friends or people I know playing the male avatar because they mostly don't play it with this idea that the game women are made for them. But the other players, the ones that think that every video game is for straight-made player, those are the people I don't want to think about, because they probably act throughout this entire game as if every woman in that game was for the straight male protagonist, and they don't play the female one, so they don't know how gay it is. when you play as a female one, they will dismiss the female one most likely, unless they like lesbian porn or something. But let's not be too generalistic. I also know of people who are straight women that assume that the game is made for their female avatar and every man is over them. It wouldn't work in this game because for some reason the male characters don't have that many romantic interactions with the protagonist, which is weird compared to the female ones. Like, you get the feeling that they were trying to spare the feelings of the straight male player. Like, a straight male player would most likely pick the male avatar, and if they were hit on by the male avatar, they would feel uncomfortable. But they didn't change the dialogues for the female one, so the female one also gets the same experience. That men are a bit interested, maybe, but it's so vague that barely counts. Meanwhile, the female characters are always all over you. So when you play as a female, you get a Yuri harem experience. But the male one, if you try to play as a male avatar and want to have your yaoi, then you are in a desert with no water, basically. The water meaning yaoi interaction. I hope I act the part of Professor well. Feel free to give me pointers, Junior Professor. Profit for gay women, I guess. Yeah, but it's sad because, like, I have some friends or acquaintances that like playing the male avatar more. And they would like this gay content, but they don't get it because the developers just care more about the straight male feelings than about the players overall. Water, yaoi interaction. I meant like when you play as a male avatar and you want the gay content, then you are in the desert with no water.
Yes. Feel free to give me pointers too, Mentor.
Lol.
I think the person I am now can be of help to you.
Yeah, it was a metaphor. It was a metaphor. Oh, that was some lingo. No, I was just using a metaphor. Like in Genshin Impact, for example, there are male characters that behave very into you, and they behave the same mostly with the female avatar. So you're getting male and female avatars. So you are getting a true gay experience with some of them. Hello, Axolot. I just got dropped here. Hello, how are you? We were talking about how characters are behaving towards the protagonist. So in Genshin, for example, there are characters that behave towards you in a romantic kind of way, regardless of your gender. Like Linny, for example, he's always into you. But in this game, it's really hard to pinpoint when a male character is into you because, like I said, the devs seem to have straight male players' feelings in mind and don't want to scare them with random gayness. Like, we all know that straight male gamers are very spooky. If a man looks at them in a romantic manner, they may die on the spot. Might as well stick around. I hope you enjoyed the stream then. Morny, what do you want?
Ready to go to a Tuya camp to find Astrid?
Let's go.
Okay, let's go together. Mentor.
Mentor. I did play it, wasted 200 bucks and didn't win anything. That's why you shouldn't pay anything. You shouldn't waste money on any gacha. Like, I am playing as a free-to-play completely. It takes a bit of time to hoard the currency in the game. But when you do it consistently, like in Genshin, the banners are fairly well paced. So it takes a bit like 2 months at most to earn enough currency to have for the banner. So you have to skip a few characters, but if you're not really greedy and don't want to have everyone and only like have like characters you sometimes want, like there are sometimes situations when there are like characters I want one after another, and that's sad. But when they are not like that, I usually can pace my spending every 2 months. So I always have the currency to waste on the banner. Also in Genshin, getting the weapon for the character is completely not visible because the banner is a scam. Meanwhile, in this game, I am perpetually broke because I don't know why, but maybe I'm just too lazy in this game, not earning enough currency, but I am always broke. Every time I am broke, and if I lose 50-50, I am even more broke than I was before. I never have excess currency like I have in Genshin. And in Honkai Star Rail, for example, I have usually excess currency, but if I lose 50-50, then I have to hoard a bit. But it's not that bad. Though recently when there was like Cyrene on the banner, I had to choose either to get Cyrene or get Hyacinth because I only had enough currency for one, and I also lost 50-50 on Cyrene, so I was like counting my currency with the possible loss in mind, because I don't like trying on a character that I am not sure I will win on the first try without additional funds, you know? So in Honkai Star Rail, when I was less lucky, I was usually counting my currency pool with loss in mind. So if I lost, I still wanted to have like a bit more currency to try again. If I didn't lose, I would get the light cone. If I did lose, I would only get a character, you know? With Genshin, I am not like that, because I don't do the weapons unless I really want a weapon. It's very rare for me to get a weapon. So I focus on characters, I get more currency, and I'm also more lucky in Genshin. I usually win on the first try. It rarely happens when I lose. And in this game, I really don't know. I sometimes lose, I sometimes don't. The luckiest I remember I was on Zani's banner. On Brand banner, I lost 50-50, but then got him like in the next 10. So I guess you still could count it as a win. Wait, let me catch up with your comments. They did put a fanboy at the first mission. I genuinely thought he was a chick with short hair. Who do you mean, the fanboy? Which first mission? Genshin? You have to elaborate. I wanted Electro character with a sword instead of a book. Do you know the names? Because there's so many characters in Genshin that it doesn't really specify who you are talking about. I really like it Lisa, but I prefer sword attack. She's a 4-star and she isn't really that good. I mean, you can play the game with only 4 stars. There are like people who do challenges in Genshin to try play the game only with 4 stars, and it's doable, but you know, most characters are 5 stars. There are also good 4 stars like Xingqiu, Shanling. There are good 4 stars. Special, good 4 star. Those are like core 4 stars that are used in many teams. Even when you have a 5 star, those 4 stars are usually in the team with those 5 stars. The only problem the game has is the map. It's too big and with no months. Actually, it's because the Genshin has open world map instead of the sandbox map, and it was a bit better when you were playing from the start, but if you joined now, Genshin is like 5-year-old game, so you're getting the fully unlocked map at this point. Though you still can like do it in your own time, but the map is getting bigger because this is an open world game and it was already in development for so long that most of the map is not prohibited for you anymore. The green guy from the Storm Terror mission. Ah, Venti. Fanboy Venti, yes, he is a fanboy. I never heard of any 4-star you just said. You will get them as you progress the storyline. When you play in Genshin, you just need to progress the main storyline and do quests, and you will get most of those 4 stars from those quests. Though Shanlink used to be obtainable from Spiral Abyss because the game requires you to do at least the 3 chambers of the Spiral Abyss, usually at the start of the game. And they were giving Shanlink before, now they are giving a different character, I think. I think now they are giving a cat lady character. Sorry about the months thing, I'm not a native speaker. Yeah, I doubt they will give us any function to restrict the map because we didn't even have like above the earth, beneath the earth slots before on those maps. They were added later, so they're constantly adding new features, but I doubt they will try to restrict the map because I guess nobody complained enough about that.
I'm Mornier, and this is my mentor. Oh, let me try that again.
Lol, she's trying.
What are you?
She's training.
Just practicing. I'm not very good at speaking with parents, and this time I don't have an assistant to help write a script for me.
She is
Why don't you leave it to
autistic.
me? You just focus on what you're good at.
All right.
She is autistic. She is a script. Well, like I said, Genshin Impact is an open world game. Open world games like that never restrict the map like that. At best, what you can get, in Genshin you also have it, is to click between the regions, but you won't get the restricted map. In Wuthering Waves, as you can see, you also don't get restricted map. Everything is together. Because this is also an open world game, just like Genshin. Open world games, after unlocking a region, they won't lock it again. So, those games are not made with new players in mind. They are made with the constant players in mind. So, when you started the game, when it just released, you were getting smaller map. But as you progress through the story and through the years, you're getting more and more of the map. And the new player is basically not counted in that equation. New player needs to cope with the big map. That's just the assumption with the open world games like that. So, like I said, the best you can get is click between regions. Only sandbox games will restrict your areas, because sandbox games have the sandbox maps. Sandbox maps mean they are contained, they're small, they're in sections. Basically. This thingy above my head is scaring me. There's no incentive they want, to be honest. The players would have to request it in huge numbers.
Are you Astrid? Maya's mom?
Basically, the fact that another game did something like that doesn't mean that other games have to do that, you know? They could do that if they wanted to. But usually, you know, the games try to be different from each other, even if they consider, like, even if they build upon the mechanics that other games are using, they always try to be distinct in their own way. So borrowing too much ideas will inevitably earn them like a bad reputation of stealing concepts, you know? Even though it doesn't make sense for games, because games only get better when they are reusing the ideas of other games. But some games really want to be distinct and not have similar features as other games to avoid the public backlash and the possible, like, how to say it, accusations of stealing, basically. How world has a mount system? Ah, you meant a mount. I thought you meant a month system. Or the restriction map system. Yeah, Genshin actually could use a mount system, to be honest. Like, for example, in the Wuthering Waves, they added a mount recently as a bike. And I was surprised they added it because I wasn't expecting they will. Because the map wasn't really that big yet, and you could get everywhere using the teleport or gliding or just running around. This game is really friendly to quick travel. Genshin, on the other hand, has a restriction on stamina. That's probably why they don't have mounts, because they don't want you to traverse the map too quickly. They want you to waste your energy, which makes the exploration annoying because you're just climbing somewhere and you just lost your stamina and you can't go. Some characters have, like, you could say they have mounts. But those are like unique features of those characters. Like Mawika has a bike. Shilonen has roller skaters, so she can like go around quicker. The Genshin game is kind of made with this idea that they restrict your exploration a lot and then require you to get specific characters to improve your exploration. Like the twink guy, Venti, was usually used at the start of the Genshin as a exploration comfort character because his ability allowed you to fly a bit into the air. Now another comfort character is Wanderer that can fly. There are some characters that can walk on water. So, they kind of lock the comfort of traversing the map behind the characters. They could have horses, and actually, There's a running joke in Genshin that we have a character Kaya who is a captain of a cavalry, but there are no horses in the game. Where are the horses? Where is the cavalry? Horses don't exist. But you have to remember that a mount system is not specifically a feature of the open world games. It's specifically a feature of online MMO games, which usually have an open world map because they're MMO. But the mount system is usually reserved for online games with co-op systems. Because the assumption is that when you have many players playing on the map, they need to have ways to quickly traverse the map. For example, all the players need to beat the same boss. They need to be able to get quickly to the boss to beat it together. Something like that. So the mount system exists in MMO games, mobile multiplayer games. But the mount system is rare for single player games. Like Genshin, like Wuthering Waves, like those are like open world games that could have a mount, but are not required to have a mount. The Wuthering Waves gave us a bike. So they decided that we need the comfort of traversing the map, so they gave us a bike. I mean, yeah, probably, because the technology was different at the time. Like, when you were doing the first single-player games, the technology wasn't really that good. Like, you couldn't really play MMOs at the time, you know? When MMOs for the first time appeared, then they automatically, I think, like, improved every other game, because the ability to play with other players and have big maps with a lot of players logged kinda provided this idea that other games can have that too. So now it's kinda like up to the devs. You either get some systems or you don't get them. It's like devs' ideas. Yeah, but like I said, the Genshin devs definitely don't want you to be comfortable in their game. That's why when Wuthering Waves came out, a lot of people were comparing the exploration in Wuthering Waves to exploration in Genshin, how annoying exploration in Genshin is, versus Wuthering Waves, where you are not restricted by the stamina. You can basically run around everywhere. You can do parkour to reach areas that are high or that are obstructed by something. Meanwhile, in Genshin, you can't do that. You have to do mental gymnastics, how to get to the something that is obstructed above you. So I get the idea that the Genshin doesn't really care about the comfort of exploration of the players. So maybe they will add those horses one day, but it will be like at the end of the game or something. I still didn't see a single horse. And I did all the regions.
Greetings. Yes, I am. And you two are?
This is Professor Mornier, Maya's teacher.
Yes, and this is Rover, a senior professor at the academy.
Senior professor.
We've come for a home visit.
A home visit? Has the girl broken any school rules?
Lol, I knew she would think that. Like, no normal parent is visited by a professor if nothing bad happens. Genshin Impact recently announced that they want the game to become like a game that lasts for 20 years. That's why they added Miliastra. But I don't think that is sustainable, to be honest. They should have just stick to the idea that they have a live service game that one day will end. Because the storyline will end. Though they could do the same as they did with their other game that is running for a long time, Honkai Impact Third. The story technically ended, but then they added part 2, so the new story happened. They could do the same with Genshin, like finish the first story, then make a part 2 within the Genshin game, and tell the new story, you know? But Honkai Impact Third doesn't have a map, so they would have to kind of work around the issue with teleporting Traveler probably to another planet, because where can you go after you finish Teyvat? To space, I guess. This game is basically an infinite money glitch, so the game won't end. Well, you could say the same about every gacha, and some gachas still end. With the talent the story writers have, they could. Well, the storytelling of a game doesn't only rely on writers or developers. It also relies on executives and what executives want to do, meaning the CEO, the managers, the shareholders. If they don't see the reason to continue the game, they won't. But considering how greedy Hoyoverse is, how much money it tries to squeeze out of the player base, I guess the shareholders still see it as a valid source of income. So they will try to keep it going as long as they can until they decide that it's no longer worth it. That's because that's the first Chinese game that became actually played by other countries, because it was made as a global game. And it was the first one that actually was like that. But it was quickly followed by other games, like Wuthering Waves. Like now another game that is following is Do It Night Abyss, though it didn't have a lot of story yet. I don't know how the story might end. I feel like they would go to space or something. Or the Traveler will become the god of Teyvat or something. Yes, she severely violated the experiment protocol. She created a robot that caused significant damage to the academy. Oh no.
What? How could she?
Oh no.
I am deeply sorry. I should have taught her better. Whatever she has done, I offer my apologies to the Academy on her behalf.
Did I just throw the student under the bus?
Is the punishment severe? If compensation is needed, I will pay for it myself.
No compensation is necessary. But we'll need your cooperation in the handling of this case.
Professor Mornier, could you explain how Maya's robot caused the damage?
Lying through your teeth and throwing Mornia under the bus. Oh baby, Baby Axolot, you're so far behind in the story. You're so far behind. Our sibling was not taken. Our sibling is going around doing chaos. And we don't know why. We'll meet one day, but they are not kidnapped. So be sure that they are fine. The god you met at the start of the game is not the ultimate villain. At least not for now. The game seems to be setting someone else as the ultimate villain, but we'll see. I didn't play the game for years. Well, you have a lot of content to catch up on. Currently, we are in the region called Notcry, and we already met moon goddesses, so you have a lot to catch up with. When the game started, we only heard about the moon goddesses. Some ephemeral goddesses that once existed and nobody cares about them anymore because archons exist. And now we already met the moon goddesses. We met most of the archons. We met many harbingers. Who is next? We even went to the moon. So you know, everything is possible now.
Yes, as my mentor just explained.
I'm bullshitting on the spot. Poor autistic girl. Put on the spot to came up with the reason why we are lying. Hoyo CEO. Wait, why did you just scream that one? Why did you just scream that one? Explain.
She failed to follow the proper protocol. She used unstable exoswarm material in her design, which led the robot to act unpredictably.
Well, she's not lying.
I've already spoken to her about the dangers of using materials susceptible to void matter during field research.
You're really good at this lying business. You're telling the truth.
Void matter? What exactly are you asking? I am sorry. I have not studied at your Star Torch Academy. I'm not familiar with your terms.
Is who should be introduced next. It would be really funny if Dawei suddenly appeared in Genshin as the ultimate villain. I would cry out, give spoiler alert! But the game is so huge that I would find the parts you said for months. Yeah, it will take you like at least several months unless you binge it. I don't even know how many hours at this point the story of Genshin has. Also, you have to do the world quests, not only the Archon quests. So you will be catching up forever. The game was clearly made in mind, like with the idea in mind that you constantly play and not leave. So if you leave and then come back, you're screwed. But that's the same for like some MMO games. Like I started once playing an MMO game that was really long in development, and then when I reached the end of the basic storyline, I didn't know where to go next because I didn't know what chronologically would be next, because there were like so many different stuff you could do after the main story that I did. I didn't know which one is the first one, which one is the last one. I guess. You know what? Screw it. No, actually, do it, do it, do it. Do it. Catch up with the quest. There's streambots in YouTube. I don't know. I have done everything I could have done in Pal World. Well, now you have a lot of free time. Catch up with Genshin.
Her demeanor changed just now. She's hiding something. Maybe more pressure.
She definitely knew what the term void matter was, and she suddenly started playing dumb. She's hiding something. 106% Hollow Knight, and I'm done waiting around for 1.0 Pal World. Well, you can just sit and read a book. I am not a fan of games releasing content in the same kinda hell-bent pace as gacha games do. I am, for example, accustomed to wait 10 years for a new game from my favorite series. And in another game that I play that is MMO, I need to wait a year for the new story content. If you play a lot of games, there's always something you can do. Gacha should slow down now, considering that there's more gacha on the global market now, so people can't really keep up with all the gachas that they're playing.
We need to understand the full scope of the robot's malfunction. We understand that this morning, it was you who helped Maya activate the robots and enable autorun.
I'm downloading Genshin. Just remember, there are no mounts and you will be screwed exploration-wise. The entertainment market should really slow down. Yes, generally the game industry should slow down. They quicken the pace. They are obsessed with making games as quickly as possible and as many as possible. And the issue is we don't really need that many games. And we don't need them that quickly. The market is oversaturated with games right now. And it's really hard to keep up with games. It's really hard to play every game that you want to play. Also, people can't afford to buy every game they want to play. Every AAA game is released every year. And the expectation is that you will have money to buy it every year, and it's not sustainable, basically. I read books for the entertainment in school, since phones are banned in them. Well, sad for you, in our schools phones are not banned. I'm just craving adventure, and I shall walk and enjoy the journey. Oh. Like I said, if you don't... Like, I said it mostly in the same way as gacha players tend to complain that the gachas are not updated quickly. Even though they are updated very quickly, like 6 weeks waiting is really short. It's not long. If you play several gacha games, it will be end in a blink. You will be doing events in one game, story in another game, you will be catching up with another game, and the 6 weeks will be gone. And then you suddenly have to catch up again, and so on and so forth. That's why I am a proponent of extending the period of gachas to at least 2 months, if not 3 months. So people could properly pace themselves while playing. The content wouldn't then increase so quickly either for the new players. The banners would last longer. The story would have more time to be properly written and set up. And people could do something else in the meantime when they're waiting. Like read a book or play another game. This space means the studio are burning through creative workers. Yeah, I don't know why China is like that with the gachas. Like, why it's like 6 weeks for Genshin? Like, is it even sustainable? Though I hear that Hoyo is actually paying well the workers and everyone is earning good stuff, but it's weird time schedule. Though I also heard that usually when they plan a new region, the new region is like developed 1 year in advance. But 1 year for a video game that the gacha game, I would say they count as AAA. It's a very short time. Like, I remember when we were criticizing AAA games for only a year in development because it meant they were clunky, badly written, buggy. And somehow China does it. I don't even know how many people they have on staff to do that. Bless God for the Game Pass, though I do take 4 hours for it to be done downloading. Ooh, you have really bad internet, or you are playing on HDD. You should play on SDD. It downloads quicker, just saying. This space means the studio The huge amount of culture, the lore, the map, and the rest are amazing. Yeah, they are. It just doesn't have to be released that quickly. But the creative job market is also highly saturated, so I doubt they run out of them. Yeah, I don't really know how many they employ, considering the deadly pace of the storyline. The reason Genshin isn't being called a slop fest is because they take their time making the story. I mean, we are comparing the regular AAA and the Chinese AAA right now. So, for the regular Western market, a year in development is not enough to make a good game. For China, somehow, 1 year is enough. 6 weeks is enough to make a new, update. How is that sustainable? How many people are working in that company to make it possible? I mean, China is bigger, I guess. There's a lot of people there. So maybe that's the point. Because China is a huge country with millions of people and it thwarts basically most of the other nations. Asia in general thwarts every other nation. Like China, India, India. So maybe that's the factor. There's more people, so the companies are kind of set differently than in the West. In the West, the studios are not really that big. I don't even know how big is the biggest AAA Western game studio. How many people work there? But for China, considering how many people live in Asia, I guess the standards of working in a corporation are different. Nah, in corporations they never take their time. Everything is deadline, always. I respect the writers, they making a lot of study building and not a lot of time. But story, I mean from each region. As I said, they will never burn through the workforce, like Natlan or any others. Plus outsourcing from poorer countries. I don't really know if Genshin or Hoyo is even outsourcing, to be honest. What I know is that compared to the Western market with games, apparently there is no exploitation of the workers in Hoyo, at least. They're all well paid, apparently. That's what I heard. And I don't know if they even have crunch, like the West does, you know? Like Japan is mostly known for unhealthy hours of working. I don't know how is the culture of China with working. With working overtime, basically. They are doing research, from what I remember, to do the desert and Sumeru. The devs were sent to actual desert to observe how the sand moves so they could animate it right, and I was like, okay, who does that? Who sends their dev team to a desert so they could animate desert well? And how much money does it cost? China is the same. I mean, true. Though I always... No, not always. Like, I was surprised that apparently in Hoyo they are paid well and treated well. Because usually when we hear about China, we hear about some low-income workers in some random, unsafe company making t-shirts for Western market, something like that. But Hoyo is a $1 billion corporation. I don't know. What I know is that they are doing good storylines in very short time, which probably is really weird for the Western game market, because making a good story in a year is not sustainable in the West. It's not possible. A good game needs to be at least several years in development. China just thwarts them with that pace. Why Grand Canyon? Grand Canyon is not a desert. It's a steppe, as far as I know. I think they went to Africa, to the desert. Or maybe they went to Asia, to some desert, because deserts are everywhere, if you didn't know that.
Yes, exactly what my mentor said. Please, lead us to the site of the incident. Once we're there, I'll reconstruct the robot's actions from the trace evidence.
Or Natlan.
No, we can't. If the robot's path is traced, it will expose that thing.
What thing? For Natlan, they supposedly based it on various Swana cultures, and there was a lot of criticism because Hoyoverse is keen on representing the culture but not the people. And also there were issues with how they represented the Natlanese cultures because of casual racism. Meaning, for example, it's incredibly rude to make a tribe who reminds you of Hawaiians and make them all about vacation spot. It's incredibly insensitive and rude to the Hawaiian culture. But Hoyo is a Chinese company, they don't care. Why should they care about the insulting feelings of other cultures? So there was a lot of criticism in regards to Sumeru and Natlan for how the representation of the culture was handled and how representation of the people was handled, because there is barely any dark-skinned person in sight. Any dark-skinned people are the mobs that you're killing in the wild, and the playable dark-skinned characters are light as fuck, and they're kids. They're playing, like, the playability of them is horrible. It feels like they're trying to kick, like they're making them bad on purpose. It like just feels like that. And it's not only for Genshin. For Genshin it was Dehya most commonly is invoked, that example. For Honkai Star Rail it's Arlan. So there are ways of criticizing how Hoyo is making their games. Even if story is nicely written, you still can criticize it for lack of sensitivity towards certain topics.
I'm deeply sorry. Yes, help Maya activate the robots I did, but I can't remember the exact location. Please, you must return.
Asian culture is so racist they don't even know it's racist. It's called colorism between the... like, for example, in Asia there's like a divide between light-skinned Asians and dark-skinned Asians. There is a colorism issue, which is a form of racism that assumes that the lighter-skinned Asians are better than the dark-skinned Asians. Which is a stupid thing, but you know. People are stupid. Oh, what is happening?
That's a void storm. How can this be? The collective hasn't received any recent warnings.
We need to ensure the safety of those here first.
What is happening?
Questions can wait. Let's go.
Yeah, it is.
That looks like the center of the storm ahead. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Like, for example, the assumption that only the European cultures were ever the sophisticated ones and Africa was full of barbarians with no culture. That's stupid. Because it's not true. But white people, light-skinned people, whatever. Anyway, I wanted to say something. I still didn't forgive Genshin how they handled Candace. Because Candace is not just a random character. She's not just an original creation of the studio. She is based on real historical figure of a black woman. And she is not black. I know that anime aesthetic has issues with oversaturation of light-skinned people, but it's not impossible to make a dark-skinned person in an anime style. You just need to want to. And Hoyo doesn't want to. At best, they would just color your skin dark and go. They wouldn't even give the characters the features of the race, because why should they care?
Energy consumption increasing.
I think they should care if they really want to make good games, but same. Racism is stupid, it shouldn't exist. I don't understand why people even invented that concept. I mean, I do understand logically that they wanted to, you know, have an excuse to mistreat other people. But as a person with high levels...
Now, check that your FCR is working. Don't stray too far from me.
As a person with high levels of empathy, I don't understand that type of thinking on principle, because to me it's idiotic and stupid. Yeah, basically, how to say it? There is less difference between a white person and a black person genetically than there is between two dogs of different races. Because human genome is not really that diverse. We differ on the surface, but genetically we are very the same.
Threat detected. Be careful. The exoswarm here have been contaminated. All targets in sight. Locked in. Modeling complete.
Swift and resolute. You will obey. One with the sound.
There's something over there.
Down here. It's some kind of weird device.
A device? Leave the mechanical work to me. Steady now.
Basically, there is barely any difference between the human races. The idea of races isn't even applicable to us. Those races are artificial. Because they are not based on any biological distinctions other than
Looks like it was this.
outside appearance. To actually talk about races, we would actually have to find another planet with life on it that can space travel, and then we could say that we are the human race and they are another race, you know? That would work then, but with human races, it just an aesthetic distinction. A device found in the eye of a void storm, emitting an unsettling aura. It seems linked to the probe robot's malfunction.
With this shutdown, the void storm is gone.
Was that one of your resonance abilities?
No, I've just read a lot about this. From its structure, it looks like a canister that can both store and emit energy.
Hey.
Ah! This is so stinky! Ugh. It smells just like that giant worm you fought. Didn't we deal with it already?
Don't take it the wrong way, but The thing that you just wrote on the chat sounds like first word problem. I had to wait 2 minutes before I could log in. I sometimes wait 5 minutes for my computer to turn on. 2 minutes is no biggie. I will go to the toilet and come back and it's done. Not the problem.
Giant worm? You mean the void worm? Huh, I see. It's capturing frequencies with high precision, storing energy data. It's based on ecological models, tracking activity in natural environments, and reconstructing that data mathematically.
20 minutes. Well, 20 minutes could be a problem. Especially if you were counting on quick play before doing something else. Like, you know, have an hour free before work and want a quick login, doing something, log out.
A field modulator. Parametric projection.
Hello, Mornie. Please speak English.
Oh, sorry.
Can you try a version that I can understand? Explain it so Abby understands.
Right. Simply put, this device extracted the void worm's frequency and used itself as the epicenter to spread void matter. That storm just now was artificially created. Maya's probe got contaminated because they likely made contact with it by accident.
Huh?
Huh? Did you guys just hear something?
Choo! Well, well, well. Xbox sucks, I hear. This is what I hear from those messages, that Xbox sucks. That's why I play on PC. Something is choo-choo at me.
It's coming from under that heap of exoswarm material. Let's go take a look.
Some Pokemon appear. It sounds like Pikachu or something. Oh, it's the thingy that I was looking for. It has ears. Bah. Oh, it's so happy.
It's a Soliskin.
What is a Soliskin? Please explain. So this is what they look like. I've seen one of these before.
Yes, these special creatures typically linger around the Roya tribe.
Huh, sus. Creatures that only linger around one tribe.
Royan records state that Soliskin first appeared in Lahai Roy the day the Exostrider fell from the sky.
Magic aliens!
They're believed to be fragments of the Exostrider's consciousness. The shepherds protect them, shielding them from voidstorm contamination until they mature and return to the solace trees in Biarter Woods.
Xbox doesn't suck, then maybe internet does. 20 minutes is a lot. Rosetka, we established that this tribe is most likely based on Nordic people. Now I'm starting to think what this Exostrider falling from the sky could be based on, like Nordic mythology wise. Are there any like huge swords falling from the sky in Nordic mythology? I don't know. It's a fine way of playing games. I will try to buy a Steam Deck. I generally don't play on consoles. I know that it's a valid way to play, but I just can't. I used to play on consoles when I was a child, then I switched to PC, and now I can't switch back. It's just too annoying. I don't begrudge anyone playing on the console if they're more comfortable. What I begrudge is the players that act as if consoles were the only valid way to play. Poland?
This one must have hidden under the exoswarm wreckage when the void storm broke out.
Chew. Aww. Aww. Lady Sass. She's the one to blame. She's the one to blame.
This feels like what happened back at the academy.
Brazil. Okay, fine. Cool. We are separated by the ocean.
I just saw the Soliskin's memories. That Royan woman planted the device here and triggered the void storm. The Soliskin is the only survivor.
Oh no.
So our suspicions about Astrid are confirmed. Should we go back to the camp and talk to her?
If we confront her, she will run away, I guess.
No need. I heard everything.
Wow, she came to me on her own.
I did place this device here.
Why? Tell us what happened.
A few days ago, I was shepherding mature Soliskin to Bjartur Woods when I met Fossier Ingvar.
Things falling from the sky sounds like explanation from every mythology ever. I was like thinking more like about huge swords. Because the only like a sword falling from the sky that I know about is the sword of Damocles. But I don't think it's a Nordic thing, or at least I don't remember.
He looked tired, like he had just finished speaking to someone. When he saw me, he looked shocked and left quickly.
Huh, sauce.
I saw the device fall from his sleeve.
Why did you take it?
I did not think much of it. I plan to return it to him the next time we meet. But, the Soliskin did not like it. It had an unnatural energy. I did not want to keep it at the camp, but I also did not want Ingvar to know I had taken it. So, I buried it here. The rest, you already know.
Wow, that was incredibly stupid of you, lady. I don't know the device. I will just bury it here in random location. Whatever bad should happen.
This device is for Seer Ingvar's. Mentor, what do you make of this?
She doesn't seem to be lying. We need to verify this ourselves.
I trust your judgment. This Foreseer Ingvar is the one Maya mentioned before. The unappointed member of the Heliotic Six. Could it be an attempt to tighten his grip on power?
No, that is impossible. Each of these successors is chosen when their resonance ability first awakens. Even if someone decides the position, it is impossible to change the appointment.
Meaning no one can threaten Ingvar's position.
But he could harbor animosity toward the current Heliotic Six. Ingvar is still our lead to find them.
Yay!
Things are getting more complicated. A direct approach with Ingvar might not be a good idea.
Where can we find him?
The Solis Islands people usually abide in the village bordering Bjartur Woods, called Haldarheim.
They use very Nordic names. I am also kinda low-key looking at her clothes and wondering if those are like... Why do I get a feeling of Sami culture here? Even though I don't know much about Sami, the only thing I know about Sami is from Frozen. That's my entire knowledge about Sami culture. But the clothes look similar a bit, I think.
It is the time of the rite of return. The Solisken will return to the Solis trees and to the Exostrider. As is tradition, Foreseer Ingvar will attend the rite. But you are not Roya. You may not be allowed to witness the rite.
It does look a bit similar, but not exactly. The Sami traditional clothes seem to look different a bit. Though it also seems to depend.
Wait, but we did find this little one here.
Is this the Solisken you saved? Well, perhaps you may attend as shepherds?
Wow! I can become a shepherd in just 5 seconds like that?
Solisken have been companions to the Roya for hundreds of years. If they hear that you saved one, they will be grateful.
We are in this together now.
I've never been this close to a Solisken before. Please let me know if I'm doing something wrong.
She has a bit of an accent. Icelandic one. I don't know accents, so I will trust your word. Especially considering that Wuthering Waves, in comparison to Genshin, actually hires the voice actors with accents for specific regions. I loved it when they hired Zani's voice actress. The rolling of the R's was perfect.
So, we need to find 4 Overseer Ingvar at Halderheim's right of return. Is that right? Do you want to leave now? Okay, let's be on our way then.
I love the fact that they actually have accents different than the Anglo-Saxon. I know, right? Like,
Anything I can help you with?
Zani and specifically...
Anything I can help?
Specifically,
Power levels.
Augusta.
Precision.
Where my blade leads, triumph follows.
Did you hear that? Galbrena also has an accent.
Who gets the bullet? That's your call.
Our hunt never stops.
With English being today's lingua franca, this level of diversity feels more natural. Was there an actor with a Slavic accent? Booba! That was a very hard R. I don't know. I don't hear Slavic accent. Is that Milena? Who? VA, Devora
Who gets the
Wild.
bullet? That's your call.
Our hunt never stops.
Augusta.
Where my blade leads, triumph follows.
Triumph follows.
Where my blade leads, triumph follows.
Alex Wilton Reagan. She's British, actually. Yeah, I'm just trying to find where she's from, but the internet says she's British. Which, interesting. But you know, British means everything. She could be Scottish. Apparently, she also gave voices to characters in Mass Effect 3, Dragon Age Inquisition, Cyberpunk, Divinity Original Sin, Assassin's Creed. Who were you playing in Dragon Age Inquisition? Inquisitor the woman! Which Inquisitor? The British one? Because the Dragon Age Inquisition only has two, British and English. Two. English and American voice actors. So she was the voice of the British one, I suspect. But it's not hearable in Augusta at all. The Inquisitor, the female Inquisitor, has completely different voice. I cannot with Milena, it's such a common name here. Her clothing looks Greek. Yes, because she's Roman. God of light and thunder. Mirek. Lol. Augusta is the leader of the nation based on Roman culture. They're a culture of gladiators. Of course they are Roman because the gladiator was Roman. Okay.
Anything I can help you with? Anything I can help
Alexandra Metaxa. They are rolling the R's. How do you roll the R's as a British voice actress? I don't know. How do you do that? Especially learning that Augusta was the voice of female Inquisitor, the main player character. I am flabbergasted. I am so surprised. I would never even know if I didn't check it. Mechanical animal.
You two, please halt.
You too, hold!
From your clothing, I see of my people you are not. What brings you to Haldarheim?
Why do you speak like Yoda? Chew.
Oh, a Soliskin.
We are shepherding it home. We are the master liars in this quest.
How interesting. Soliskin trust only those they feel safe with. It's trust you have earned. My thanks for guiding it back. But I must ask, I sense one of you carries the aura of the Space Trek Collective. The other from the vast world beyond the Frostlands. Why come under the guise of shepherds?
Well, we have a mission. Hey, I just remembered something. Okay, what was it?
Not sure who here knows what Ingvar did. Best not to mention his name. Don't want to stir things up. We rescued the Soliskin from a void storm. We were told it needed to return here for the rite of return.
Void storm? You mean the one just before?
There are always fears about Paimon. But I don't think it's because she's lying. It may be the case of Goba. We don't know. She was not revealed yet. But what we can say for sure is that she is not a moon goddess. So that one theory is off the list at least.
Then grateful I must be to you both. But ask I must. The Void Storm. It happened near Atuya camp, yes?
You need to meet Shanling and her little bear friend. Goba is the bear.
shepherdess named Astrid abides there. Saved the stray Soliskin you did, yet entrusted to a true shepherdess you did not. Why come all this way?
I forgot about that. Without a solid reason, he might start to suspect something.
Your face is saying everything to that guy right now.
Because Astrid has been hiding something from you.
Your meaning?
Astrid's daughter Maya is a student at Star Torch Academy. She conducted experiments that broke protocol and caused damage to school property. Maya is now facing harsh punishment. Astrid is busy handling the consequences and cannot fulfill her duties as a shepherdess.
Wow, you're so good at lying, Mornia.
According to the Star Torch Academy faculty code, as Maya's teachers, it is our duty to address the repercussions of a student's actions.
Ha ha ha. Lying liar. The Mornie professor.
Since Astrid can't shepherd this Soliskin, we must step in to do so ourselves.
Exactly what Professor Mordia said. Yeah, throw her under the bus. Let her handle it.
I should have known Astrid's daughter would stir such trouble. A tangled weave this time. But she will go to great lengths for her girl.
Astrid, Axel, the Nordic names.
The Academy's willingness to come this far is unexpected. Forgive my earlier words. You saved the Soliskin and helped our people. The title of Shepherd you have earned. Tonight we hold a feast for tomorrow's rite of return. Join us, as a gesture to make amends for my earlier rudeness.
A feast! We can eat?
Come, from this day forth, the Roya call you friends.
Yay! We light our way into the friendship of the tribe.
Rest at the camp if you wish. The feast will begin at the 8th hour of the night.
They have interesting windmills. Very sci-fi.
There's still some time before the feast begins. Maybe someone here knows something about Foreseer Ingvar.
Maybe someone knows, maybe someone doesn't know. Magic. Inquire about Foreseer Ingvar. Whereabouts in the village? Optional. Wait. If it's optional, shouldn't it have like additional... There shouldn't be additional marks on the map? Ah, fuck. ZZZ. I don't play that one, so I don't know what you will expect.
Cured Kuklow's upset stomach was but...
Perja, Sander, Layla, Jankroja Merten, Sarah, They're not voiced, that they're most probably not part of the class.
Ah, the feast tonight brings new faces. Seems we'll need to prepare enough for 2 more.
Excuse me, have you seen poor Seer Ingvar around?
Ingvar? That boy doesn't come around here anymore. I will speak the truth. After his parents were caught in a void storm when he was a boy, 'twas Axel and I who raised him.
Aha! Good we didn't mention him to Axel. It will be faster to download and we'll try something completely new. I'll definitely come back in other streams, I'll tell you about it. Sure! I don't know much about ZZZ except that there is a guy that has a very huge chest and everyone lost their mind over him. Both straight people and gay people.
A quiet child was he. Few were his friends. When his resonance ability was discovered and the Heliodic Six chose him as a successor, he was overjoyed. No longer will the other children pick on me, he said.
Huh.
But somewhere along the way, he changed. No longer did he wish to take the mantle of the Six. He grew distant, with nary a visit home.
What was his name? Let me see. He had very stay-at-home dad animation. His name is Manato. He has dog ears and a tail. I don't know nothing. Or I don't know anything. More like. Oh. Wait, I didn't hear what she said, so I needed to reread.
Oh well. Even if it's but for a meal, It warms the hearth when he returns.
There's someone else I can ask. Tobe.
It is time to part, Marigold.
Are they sending the little guy somewhere? Excuse me, have you seen Forestier Ingvar around?
Forestier Ingvar? Yes. With the right of return on the morrow, we will likely meet him. Truth be told, the Soliskin do not favor him much. We shepherds have little contact with him.
Soliskin hate him! Down south! If little guys hate your gods, you're not a good person. What is it doing? It was rolling around in the grass.
Though as one of the successors to the Heliodic Six, his standing is not for us to question. Still, I would hope that the future Heliodic Six is one favored by the Soliskin. Someone like Sigrika, perhaps.
Rasmus! Oh, Layla.
You have made an error. If we follow your calculations, the reactor drive's rotation angle stands at 4.06 thousandths of a turn.
Okay.
No, it is you who is mistaken. I've recalculated it 8 times, and it is 4.08 thousandths of a turn.
Excuse me, have you seen Forestier Ingvar around?
Or Sir Ingvar? Oh, we'd have no chance of such a meeting. In the history of the Heliodic Six, those like Ingvar seldom walk among us. If you seek him, your best hope lies in the right of return on the morrow.
On the morrow? Why does he talk like Thor? He talks like Thor, the god of thunder. What is the difference between consoles and PCs you spoke of? I didn't speak about any difference between them. I just said that I personally don't like play them.
I still remember how the current eye joined us in such spirited debates of numbers before taking her seat. She would. If she were here now, she would agree that...
She would agree that it is 4.06 thousandths.
They came back to their argument. You can use TV as a monitor, but it's not really recommended for good PCs because the TV doesn't have a quick refresh time of the screen. They basically recommend you to buy a regular PC screen.
No, it is 4.08 thousandths.
Lol. Is it 20 yet? The monitors for TV are usually not recommended because when the screen doesn't refresh quickly enough, then you may have issues with the video game screen. But it depends on the TV, I guess, because the newest TV are probably better than the old ones. I asked, is it 20 yet? Like 8 p.m. basically. Because there is this cutscene happening.
Friends, it is time we feast.
Yay! Eating.
Tomorrow marks the rite of return, where we send our beloved Soliskin back to the great body of the Exostrider. Into radiant light, they will transform to join its sacred form.
Yay! No, I meant in the game, because you have the clock in the game.
Farewell it will be, yet a new beginning as well. For when the Exostrider wakes, we will reunite in its body. Now, let us put aside the sorrow of parting and embrace the joy of new life with good food and drink.
Yay, I guess.
But heed this, my friends. Too much drink you will not have. Should you make a fool of yourself in tomorrow's rite, help I will not give.
Are you dancing? Oh, her legs are doing lighty light. You can switch hours depending on the quest. This quest needed us to be 8 p.m. What is it? Are you feeling nervous?
We will face Forseer Ingvar tomorrow. I've simulated 73 possible outcomes, but even so, I can't cover every scenario.
This woman is autism personified!
If I could build a model that covers all possible outcomes, considering the target system, the chaotic conditions, and the necessary compensations.
Wow. Wow, she's going hard.
You were quick on your feet earlier. You've already got this.
That's because I believed your approach was effective. I tried to follow along.
Lol.
Did I really do well?
Yes, you did good at improvisation, you little autistic woman. Of course, give yourself more credit. Yes, keep practicing and it will come more easily.
Good.
With that in mind, you can relax a bit now, right?
Does it count as a date? Because it looks like a date. To make her into a stereotype, they would have to actually want her to be autistic. She's autistic by accident because she's a genius. Genius characters are usually called it autistic because they're eccentric and smart. They often do stuff that are common for autistic people to do, but it's not, the autism is not planned, if you understand my drift. They didn't make her autistic on purpose. She just comes off as autistic because how they planned her personality. LOL! Little blob came to me. What's this cutie trying to say? Choo-choo.
It wants us to give it a name.
What? But it's leaving tomorrow.
Well, since it's really trying to buddy up to us, how about we call it Buddy?
Lol. Your naming rules are weird. Yeah, that's a stereotype. But when it comes to actually like the characters that the filmmakers or game makers want to construct as eccentric, they often use traits that most people associate with autism, because autistic people come off as eccentric to the majority of other people. So when you construct a genius eccentric character, they automatically come off as autistic too, because they are doing a lot of autistic stuff, but it's usually not something that is done consciously by the people who are creating those characters. They just wanted them to be eccentric. They didn't realize that they were coding them as autistic. While the stereotype of a genius autistic person with rigid routines is more like Big Bang Theory thing. People got annoyed with it a lot because it's such a stereotypical portrayal of autism.
Then it's settled.
He got low effort name and he's happy.
Wow, that's a relief.
Hello. Will you dance with us and the Soliskin?
Oh, kids came to invite us to dance.
Grandfather Axel says the Soliskin are happiest when dancing with shepherds.
Okay, I guess.
Oh, but I'm not good at dancing.
I'll join you. Let's dance with Buddy. What do you say?
I don't know what the good doctor is, to be honest.
Our real battle starts tomorrow. Tonight, let's relax a little, Mornier.
Yay! She has pretty eyes.
Yes. My mentor should take her own advice too.
Lol. You have played for 3 hours. I know! I'm sorry that the cutscene's so long. Distressed Soliskin. Who is that guy?
Some uninvited guests have arrived.
Uh-huh, Ingvar, it's you. He doesn't like us here. Well, I don't care.
Where did Mornier go? I'll send her a message.
Mornier, where are you? Has the feast finished already? I couldn't find you, I was worried. But I'm the professor and you're the student. It should be my place to worry about you. I thought I was your mentor. I see, sorry to make you worry. I'm here right beneath the 13th planet of the Norma constellation. I'm afraid I'm unable to move at the moment. Please, I'll need you to come find me here.
That is something she would say.
Okay.
Not that I know where the 13th planet of Norma is, but at least I can figure out where she is from the picture.
Well, I guess I need to finish for today. I already have work. I mean, I could probably continue, but I need to eat. Then I need to sit to my work. I need to talk to my boss about something. So he will most likely bother me in a moment, so yeah. Gotta finish here and continue next time. Like I said, I didn't plan to play any story today. I was surprised that there was a story mission actually. I was supposed to do events instead, but well, story hit me first. It's a medical show. Well. I guessed from the name. I just meant I never saw the show. So, you know, I don't know who the Shin is and how he behaves. I can't say anything about it. Anyway. Let's see who is online. Raid. Just saying I don't know how raiding works for YouTube. And I don't know if the person who will be raiding is also streaming on YouTube, so I'm mostly raiding from Twitch. Time for Opia deck! Yes! And this week I have chicken, curry chicken with rice and vegetables. Homemade. Foodie, foodie, food. Chicken, chicken, chicken. I also have to feed the cat, so you know, cat is waiting already 10 minutes for me to feed her. Poor cat. She's waiting in silence. She's so annoying. My mother said that on the weekend when I didn't get up because I didn't hear my phone at 8 AM, the cat came to her, looked her in the face, didn't even meow, and went away. At 8. That was her way to show her I must be fed, human. She didn't even meow, she didn't even insist, she just stared in her face for a moment and walked away. I told my mother that the cat was trying to shame you into getting up to feed her with her eyes. The audacity. Well, stream on Twitch or YouTube. I am Twitchy, it's for streaming on both. I'm multi-streaming. Of human, being late, shame on you, my cat and turtles. Mine broke, my mom's clay monk. What? I don't get it. Let's raid Serafina and I will go feed the cat. And myself. In the YouTube ones, I'll be back. Okay, cool. Okay. You got your raid message, we're raiding Serafina. And yeah, see you tomorrow at the same hour. I usually don't stream at those hours, but I have afternoon shift this week, so I am streaming in the morning. So this week it will be morning, next week it will be later, probably. Anyway, bye-bye! She got up in the desk and dropped it. I don't know what you're talking about, and I sadly have to say goodbye. So, you will tell me next time if you remember. Anyway, thank you for dropping by, and see you tomorrow! Bye, bye, bye!